Good evening all, and welcome to the Lion of Judah Travels, the channel of Pat and Rex, recording our journeys and our adventures around South Africa. And today I have a little report on a rather nasty adventure that took place today. Basically, it revolves around an attack. We are still at the Chappies Forever Resort, and today I decided I needed to go out to go and get some gas cylinders filled up, and just outside the gate is what is known as the Hayoma trading store, and there they do gas filling as well as a little shop. But unbeknown to me, around behind is also what they call a shebeen. So it's actually the Hayoma Tavern. And what happened was I arrived there with my motor vehicle. I pulled in and was approached by a gentleman looking for some money. Told him I didn't have any. And he went off again, and then I continued with my transaction of getting the gas and everything sorted out. I had my cylinders filled, took them back to the motor car, came back to pay the gentleman in the store, settled my bill, and then on my way back to the motor car, the same gentleman previously approached me again. I had subsequently discovered I had some money in my pocket, and I gave it to him, and he was rather indignant that I'd only given him that amount of money. So he became a little bit stroppy. However, I then proceeded to try and climb into my motor car, and he subsequently grabbed hold of me and restrained me, preventing me from getting into my motor car. I immediately assumed that I was now being kidnapped, to be held as a hostage, and I did what I could to fight him off. Tried to grab my car keys and pull them out, but the keychain broke, and he flung me aside. And when I reapproached him to try and get my keys again, he pointed a finger into my face and he threatened to kill me. So I tried to get my keys, and he basically hit me in the face with his arm. And I then turned around and ran out towards the gate to be safe. He subsequently jumped into my motor car because the keys were in there, and I thought, well, I'm not going to let him steal the car. So I grabbed the gates and I slid the gates closed so he couldn't get out. And he then took the car and he was riding around the yard, churning up the dust, and eventually came and he stopped in front of the gate. I thought he was actually going to go through the gate, but he didn't. And he then climbed out of the car, left the door open, and walked off. Told me that if I needed to get to my car, I would now have to come back into the premises in order to get the car. So I then called the owner of the tavern and asked him to check and see if my keys were still in the ignition, and he confirmed that they were. I then asked him to please help me. I was going to open the gate, and he must hold the gate open for me while I run to my car and get in and drive out. He subsequently did just that, I ran, jumped into my car, started the car up and shot out the gate and went to report the incident to the Chippies Resort. And eventually we did get the police and made a statement, laid a charge, and the gentleman was arrested at his home. So that was the incident for the day. Very disturbing, but I thank God that everything is all right. I came to no harm. I was not sure whether he had any weapons on him. I didn't see anything. I did look to see that he had no weapons while we were struggling. But it just goes to show that we need to stay alert. And I want to give all visitors to Chippies a heads up on the little tavern outside the main entrance gate to the resort. There's a tavern there that does gas filling, but it's dicey. With the drinking that goes on there in the shebeen, which is an illegal alcohol supply venue, you've got intoxicated people around, and this fellow decided to take advantage of that. So that is my story for today. But Patricia and I are just very, very grateful that I'm safe and we're ready to continue our journey.
But it's not to detract from Chippies.
But yes, we don't want to detract from Chippies Resort itself. It's nothing to do with them. It's not their operation. This is an independent operation outside the resort. But just a warning to all people coming here, if you're wanting to get gas, LP gas, perhaps that's not the place to go to. All right, so that's my story for today. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to seeing you again as we continue our journey tomorrow. We'll be on the road again and heading for a new destination. God bless and sleep tight.